as they prepare. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David D.A., it's all yours.
Hey Kevin, the Bulls last season missed the playoffs for the 4th straight time. Coach Billy Donovan said you've got to enjoy the process, the struggles.
Donovan knows what he's talking about. I think he's on the right track. D.A., thank you. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Gallinari. Bagley is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Jones. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for the Bulls, Baylor is out there with Bird. And there's Porzingis. And it's Rose. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Bird with the bucket.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And finished off by Bagley.
This is what Bagley does. I mean, he tries to get inside often and finish with this kind of force.
Rose kicks to Baylor. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Gallinari passes to Jones. Now here's Marjanovic. Indiana moving it around. Here's Bagley. Good work defensively by Baylor. Bagley's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the inside. Kicks it out to Baylor. Jordan the pass to Baylor. Jordan dishes to Baylor. Over in the corner, Rose hits the three-point bomb.
Sure, Rose's ability won't waste this look. Feet planted, shoulders square, totally ready to shoot.
Gallinari surveying the D, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Rose kicks to Jordan. And the Bulls, another 3.
Rose will generate points in any situation. Here he does it by feeding a wide open man.
Murray finds Marjanovic. Back to Murray. Outside, Jones. From deep, Gallinari. Porzingis with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Well, one of the big what-ifs in NBA history is what if D. Rose never got hurt? I mean, think about it. He won the MVP in 2011. Rose was on the Bulls team that included Noah, Kyle Korver, Luol Deng.
Bagley with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. And Jones slams it home.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
Rose kicks to Baylor. And a wide open look for Jordan. And the 3 off target. And those Bulls would go 62-20 in Rose's MVP season. The best record at that time in the NBA, losing in the 2011 Conference Finals, Chris, to LeBron's Miami Heat.
Yeah, Kevin, unfortunately, I mean, those Bulls were 35-9 and poised to be a title contender. You never know how that budding rivalry with Miami turned out. Man, it's been great to see Rose continue his career after that.
Murray against Rose. And it's Murray with the jam.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? That one drops for him.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Murray kicks to Gallinari. Rose against Murray. Passes it to Marjanovic. Here's Bagley. And finish off by Bagley.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Shoots. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Porzingis with the ball. Jones covering. There's Rose with the three. The Pacers pull it in. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were flying from outside.
From deep, Jordan. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Here's Murray. Rose with the block. And he recovers it. Now Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Porzingis can't hit. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. There's the lob to the hoop. Marjanovic, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And he gets it back. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Bird. Off the left rim and out. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And they double up Murray. Here's Marjanovic, and he gets it to go. And that ties it up.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Rose kicks to Jordan. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
He's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Right at the free throw line. Here's Bagley. Kicks it out to Jones. Trains the three-pointer. Jones has got 7.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And you know, last year, not a huge talent discrepancy between these teams, but they still managed to win every game in the season series.
That is your lovable dance team. Make some noise.
Now Murray, 33 points last game. Gallinari on the wing. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Bailey. And stolen by Murray. Gallinari outside. Gallinari on the wing. Kept alive. Inside. Here's Marjanovic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Here's Rose. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Defensive foul.
Obvious check in for Gallinari. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super. so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Marjanovic kicks to Jones. Shoots from 8. And the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic. 6 points for him.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The drive by Jordan, and then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And Porzingis, here we go.
He's a really big man. Kristoff has insane handles for someone who is 7'3". Normally it's hard for players that tall to keep the ball on the bounce.
Now the pass to Murray. Porzingis with the block, and he gets it back.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Here's Baylor. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Jones finds Marjanovic. Headshot off. Chicago leading by 3. From deep three-point range. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Here's Jones. That's blocked by Bird. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. .115 left in the first quarter of the game. Marjanovic finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Marjanovic has got 8 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him. That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now, here's Avdia. Baylor defending. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And again, no good by Chicago.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Murray with the drive. Porzingis with the block.
And the 7'3" reach of Porzingis being put to great use there.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. Back to Murray. Down low. Here's Marjanovic.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. From deep, Jordan. That one, no good. That will count. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Pacers out in front, leading by 3. From the United... And the former league MVP, Derrick Rose, now the Sage veteran, helping set the tone for this team.
We know what we have to do, and we know when we get out there that it's one goal, and that's to go out there and win the game by any means. We know that we play well together. We just got to come out aggressive.
And Rose, Greg, so respected around the NBA.
A great teammate, and, you know, not the most outspoken by nature, but so comfortable in his own skin. His teammates all ears when he does speak up.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Indiana.
They're doing great work on the boards in the early going, especially at the offensive end. Those second chance points are starting to add up.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Bulls. Bird is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Baylor. And it's Rose in at the point. Baylor drives in. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Murray, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like it. And he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
The Pacers making a change here. Brunson's checked in. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's Brunson. That's blocked by Bird. Here's Baylor. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Brunson scanning the floor. It's to Bagley. To the inside. Avdia. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Rose passes to Baylor. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time. Baylor's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls. Jones tries in, and Jones slams it home.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose.
Oh, that was something else.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Brunson against Rose. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Lets it fly. Misses off the right iron.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Stolen by Bird. Left side Rose. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's Bird with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Porzingis. Bank shot. No good. Chicago with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Rose in the post. Brunson covering. Rose can't hit. Pacers trail by 9. Bagley with a wide-open look. Wide-open shot is on the money. Bagley's got 6.
This is what the coaching staff wants from Bagley, for him to be confident and to take these shots.
Rose, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And Baylor with the block, and he's able to get it back. And that one's good, Marjanovic.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The drive by Jordan, and slammed on by Jordan.
Yeah, reading the defense, knowing exactly what's needed at each moment. That's one of Jordan's unsung talents.
And the Pacers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Indiana. Bagley kicks to Marjanovic. And here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Porzingis with the block. Gallinari with it. Baylor picks him up. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Rose with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Here's Bagley. Oh. Chicago leading by 5. The drive by Jordan. And Jones sends it back. Inside, Marjanovic passes to Brunson. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. To the middle. And Rose throws it down.
Get up, D. Rose. I mean, even after all those injuries, the former MVP can still throw it down.
Baylor against Bagley. Back to Brunson. And Jones has it in the corner. And the Pacers another 3.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples.
Rose goes in. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Jordan against Jones. Goes back up. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Brunson.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Bird. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight. Poked away and stolen by Jordan. Here's Baylor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Eddie Jones.
It's going to go on Eddie Jones.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And it's Gallinari missing.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Jordan against Jones. Indiana again, turning it over.
Bulls ball.
Rose against Jackson. Rose dishes to Baylor. Buries the long-range jumper. Baylor's got 12.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Timeout called the Pacers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Passes it to Gallinari. And he drives in, and Gallinari throws it down.
And how about the ferocious take? Gallinari proving he can drop an absolute hammer when he wants to.
Bird can't hit. Baylor with the steal. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Gallinari down low. Baylor defending. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Gallinari. Rose kicks to Bird. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. A nice shot by Jordan.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
And the pass to Gallinari. Here he goes. Larry Bird grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 15. Porzingis inside. Marjanovic on him. Here's Bird. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
The drive by Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pacers. 19-point game. Gallinari passes to Marjanovic. Here's Bagley. That's blocked by Bird. And he recovers it. Shot to stop the run. Uses the glass to drop it in. Bagley's got 10 points in the game.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Gallinari inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen. Not this level.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That's good from Bagley.
Well, Bagley's got some deep basketball roots. His grandfather won gold in 1964, and he was the #2 overall pick in the draft that year.
Snow, the pass to Baylor. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And so it's Chicago, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they're getting to the line more. And that usually comes down to wanting it more. Because once they had the lead, they kept pushing. They tightened the screws up, and they didn't let go.
And over to you, big fella. Your thoughts on the Pacers' first half?
you look at their multiple areas of weakness, for me, it starts with their perimeter defense. Disorganization, chaos, a lot of wide open looks. They have to communicate better and stay connected to the shooters.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Pacers trail by 21. On the court right now for the Pacers. Jones is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Bagley in at the 4. They get it back. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
Chalk up 2 there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Gallinari on the wing. Marjanovic. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jones against Jordan. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Count the basket. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Murray against Rose. Here's Gallinari. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Consistent at looking to score. Gallinari knows how to put pressure on defenders and earn that call.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. The Bulls leading by 19. Here's Rose, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Fires the 3, and they'll get another chance. Here's Jones. Jordan with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
Here's Rose. He can't get it to go. Murray with the defensive effort.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And it's Rose penetrating, drops in the layup for 2. Rose has got 15.
Well, that's the burst that fans love to see from Rose. He's got a knack for blown by.
And the foul on Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Murray, the pass to Gallinari. Back to Murray. Drives to the hoop. Here's Bagley. That's blocked by Bird. Elgin Baylor on the wing. Gallinari covering, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. And so here is Chicago, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Assist goes to Larry Bird.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Gallinari outside. Pass to Bagley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Larry Bird.
Oh, the aggressiveness Bagley plays with is so impressive, mainly because he forces the D to compromise.
And so Bagley nails them both.
Yeah, Kevin, when it comes to Marvin Bagley, the number 2 pick in the 2018 draft, he was selected ahead of Luka Doncic. He was picked 3rd.
Rose scanning the floor. Outside Jordan. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight?
And I really think it's important Bagley focuses on his strengths. He shouldn't concentrate on matching Doncic's production.
Yeah, Bagley's a different type of player. I mean, he's a double-double threat with impressive athleticism. He just needs to find a way to stay healthy.
Here's Gallinari. Bagley trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Jordan with it. 32 points in the game. Six on the shot clock. And that one is off. Good D by Jones.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Toppin comes in for Baylor, and Allen subbed in for Michael Jordan. And Indiana with a change here, too. Strus is checked in. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Pacers trail by 13. Marjanovic with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Rose with the block.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
It's stolen by Bagley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
When Bagley plays with this type of intensity, he's a handful, which in turn makes the defense uncomfortable.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Chicago.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
There's Rose with the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
But not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Allen's shot is off. Here's Strus. He's covered by Rose. And Gallinari kicks to Bagley. Here's Strus. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Out to Bird. And the drought. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Could there be any doubt? I mean, Bird's such a dead-eye shooter. Sometimes this guy practices threes with his eyes closed.
Back to Gallinari. Pass to Strus. High, arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Strus has got his 2nd basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Allen for the 3. Gallinari with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he stays with it. Murray the pass to Strus. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
It's Allen on the wing. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And the hoops aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Murray kicks to Gallinari. Nice D from Porzingis. The Bulls leading by 11. From outside the arc. Again, Allen missing. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 16-6 run. Murray the pass to Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. Porzingis with the block. Allen for the three. Again, Allen missing. Stolen by Allen. There's the triple. Bagley with the block.
They need that kind of defensive impact from Bagley. I mean, he's using his size and length to force opponents to be aware of him at that end of the floor.
Murray finds the open look, and it's on target. Murray's got it back down to within single digits for the Pacers. Chicago calls timeout.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Chicago making some changes. Stoudemire's checked in for Porzingis. Landry Shamet comes in for Larry Bird. And it's Snow in for Rose. And the Pacers also making a change. Vlade Divac checked in for Marjanovic.
Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Here's Stoudemire, and it's blocked by Divac. And he gets it back. Allen for the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Bagley's Pacers trail by 9. Feeds it to Divac. Can't hit from in close. Passes it to Snow. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Vlade Divac.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Pacers making a switch here. Brunson's checked in.
2 shots.
And so Snow nails both of them.
And give them credit for the work they've done at the line. Nothing new. They're always impressive in terms of free throw shooting, but still worth mentioning.
And it's blocked. Shamet the pass to Stoudemire. And it's Stoudemire slamming it down.
And for a big man, Stoudemire is an incredible dunker. Glides to the rim effortlessly, and the D really at his mercy.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
5 on the clock. Here's Brunson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Driving in, and that one drops for him. Shamet's got his first basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And it's Gallinari missing.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
From deep. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The teardrop falls in. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Shamet finds Stoudemire. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And Stoudemire, a dunking machine out there. Remarkable at getting the position he needs to bring that one home.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. You gotta be.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Bird sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Baylor is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Snow. Then it's Jordan. And it's Stoudemire in at the center position. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Bulls.
He hits both from the stripe.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Jordan against Jones. Murray outside. Jones trying to get open. Back to Murray. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 12 points for DeJounte Murray.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Murray dishes to Divac. And he banks in the layup. Divac has got his first basket.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. And it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jones with the bounce pass. And Murray, here we go. Count that one. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Ball's not loose, and Baylor throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
You're going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Stoudemire, and the layup is good.
The D will give it to you. That's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
The pass to Gallinari. Shoots over Shamet, and it's Gallinari missing.
And even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
Here's Stoudemire, and Stoudemire slams it in.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. The Bulls leading by 17. There's the dish to Jordan. Shamet on the wing. Pass to Stoudemire. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Divac with it. Baylor picks him up. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball.
Baylor kicks to Shamet. Shoots over Divac. And it's Shamet missing. It's stolen by Stoudemire. He trains the quick shot. Stoudemire's got 14 points now in the second half.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Murray finds Jones. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the
Oh, nice setup by Baylor. Man, this guy can pass, shoot, rebound. Anything you need, he's there to provide.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And we talked about this before, Chris, but great to see you inducted at long last into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It is so well-deserved, and all of us are thrilled for you and your family.
Thank you, Kevin. It means a lot. Shout out to my parents, my family, and my teammates. It's a special feeling. You never dream of making it to the Hall of Fame, and I tell you what, it's a surreal feeling right now.
DeJounte Murray.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Zingas, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Bird comes in for Landry Shamet, and it's Rose in for Snow. Puts it up from 7. Another shot, and Bird finishes inside. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Murray kicks to Marjanovic. Randolph with the ball, guarded now by Larry Bird. Shoots over Bird. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Porzingis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And 3 from Jordan. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And it's Rose missing.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Bird, and then jam down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
You know, Bird never had that elite burst out of his stance, but what he does have is incredible instincts, just reads the defense and anticipates the drive.
And here's Jordan outside, sinks the triple. Jordan's got 39.
Adding to his three-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
Here's Gallinari. And that one hits back iron. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Gallinari hits them both.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
And it's Rose penetrating, and it's blocked by Brown outside for Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Hands it from downtown. Baylor's got 19 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. The Pacers also with a sub. Keefe is checked in for Gallinari.
Pacers substitution.
Randolph passes to Keefe. Here's Strus. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
And, you know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better. And that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position. You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
He's not going to lead the league in dunks, but when Randolph does throw it down, watch out.
Allen kicks to Burks. Good on the three-point shot. Burks has got himself on the board with 3 there.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
We see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Third team foul.
Jackson against Burks. Jackson dishes to Randolph. Unloads from 13. Burks pulls it in.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Launches a 3. And it's Strus with the rebound. Pacers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
Hey, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Toppin, and it's Snow in for Allen. Stewart against Randolph. Stewart misses. And so Brown will bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Jackson. And the layup falls.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Brown with it. Guarded now by Randolph. Stoudemire, and that is good.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Oh, yeah, it's getting to them. The lack of communication, the lack of trust.
The shot's good from Randolph. Here's Snow. Now, here's Stewart. Brown the pass to Burks. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Nice shot by Randolph.
More than comfortable operating from mid-range. Easy money for Randolph.
The Bulls leading by 22.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a galley win for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Jordan.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball. It doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
That one goes. Count it.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Passes it to Stewart. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And Indiana shooting in this game, 45%. To the wing right side. Stoudemire against Randolph. Brown trying to free himself up. Stoudemire grabs the miss. And it's the Bulls with the ball. And there's the pass to Burks. And they pick up 2.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Here's Keith. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Stoudemire kicks to Burks for 3. Connects from three-point range.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Pass to Keith. Here's Strus. He's covered by Brown. Jackson passes to Strus. And so Chicago takes this one. And by... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Chris.